Hello everyone, welcome back to the SparkspiritZ channel. Today, we're diving into a super exciting challenge in the world of Blox Fruits, completing the entire adventure in the first sea using only a fighting style. No other abilities, no devil fruits, just pure hand-to-hand combat. Sounds thrilling already, doesn't it? We'll kick off this challenge at Pirate Starter, and the first task, level up as quickly as possible. No Robux challenge. We won't be using Robux at all during this journey, so everything will be achieved through pure effort. Bonus 2xe XP. To speed up progress, I'll use a 2xe XP. At the start of our journey, we'll be using the basic fighting style since there aren't any places to buy new fighting styles yet. But don't worry, this makes the challenge even more exciting. We're starting completely from scratch. Let's get started. All right, everyone, we've made it to level 10. Great progress so far, right? Now it's time to continue our exciting adventure in jungle. Here, the challenges are going to get tougher, but that's exactly what makes this journey even more thrilling. Challenges in jungle. Step 1, we'll start by taking on monkeys. They're relatively easy to defeat, so it's the perfect chance to gather XP and get some practice in. Step 2, once we're stronger, we'll face gorillas. These enemies hit harder, so we'll need to stay more cautious. Final showdown. And here it is, the big moment Gorilla King, the first boss of our adventure. This battle will be the ultimate test of our strategy and skills so far. Get ready for a challenging and exciting experience. Alright, everyone, the adventure continues. We're moving on to Pirate Village now that we've reached level 30. Our progress is looking solid so far. This area will bring new challenges, tougher enemies, and exciting upgrades for our journey. Let's break it down. The challenges in Pirate Village. Step 1, start grinding by taking on the pirates. They're a good warm-up for what's coming next. Step 2, prepare to face the brutes, stronger enemies with heavier attacks. They'll test your defense and timing, so stay alert. Boss fight. The highlight of this stage is battling the second boss, Bobby the Clown. Known for his deadly attacks and unique fighting style, this boss won't go down easy, so be ready for an intense showdown. Upgrades and preparations. We're not just grinding here, we're also gearing up. At Pirate Village, we'll finally purchase our first fighting style, Dark Step. This is a major upgrade that will boost our combat capabilities with powerful moves and improved damage output. Plus, it's just cool to use. This is a big step in our journey, and I'm so excited to tackle it with you all. Friends, we've finally reached level 60. Our journey so far has been incredibly exciting, and now it's time to continue the adventure to the desert. Here, the challenges become even more thrilling as we face new enemies that shouldn't be underestimated. Desert bandits and desert officers. Desert bandits are our starting point to sharpen our skills in this area. But don't let your guard down, because desert officers have stronger attacks and require solid strategy to defeat. Plus, the vast desert environment also demands us to be more careful in choosing our routes and tactics. After all our hard work reaching level 90, it's finally time to continue the adventure in Frozen Village. This icy area has a unique vibe, but don't let the chilly atmosphere fool you. The challenges here are going to be even more exciting and intense. Before we dive into grinding, there's one important thing we must not forget: buying hockey. This is the key to enhancing our attacks, especially since the enemies in Frozen Village are known to be quite tough. With hockey, our strikes will hit harder and be much more effective against the foes we'll encounter here. Once we're all set, it's time to face some new opponents. First up, we'll encounter the Snow Bandits, quick fighters who serve as a warm-up for what's to come. Next, we'll take on the snowmen, more challenging enemies with ranged attacks that will keep us on our toes. And of course, the ultimate challenge in Frozen Village is defeating the Yeti boss. With his massive size and deadly attacks, the Yeti is the true test of our skills so far. We'll need to plan our strategy carefully, timing our moves and making the most of everything we've learned up to this point. We've made incredible progress and hit level 120. Nice job, everyone. Now, it's time to level up even more as we head to Marine Fortress for our next challenge. This new area is packed with even stronger foes, so we'll need all our skills and strategies to conquer it. The first batch of enemies we'll face are the Chief Petty Officers, elite soldiers who are tough, well-trained, and won't go down easy. These guys are going to push us to the limit, so we'll need to stay sharp and think on our feet. But the real heart-pounding moment is going to be when we face the legendary Vice Admiral. Known for his incredible strength and devastating attacks, he's going to be one of the toughest bosses we've encountered so far. We'll need to use everything we've learned up to this point to take him down. And that means having the right timing, strategy, and stamina. Our goal in Marine Fortress is to grind all the way to level 150. That means we'll be spending a lot of time here, facing off against these powerful enemies, pushing ourselves to get stronger and closer to our final goal. We've made it to level 150. Great job, everyone! Now, it's time to move on to Skylands. A whole new adventure awaits us. In this area, we're going to encounter a brand new fighting style, Electric. While it's tempting to buy it, we have a different plan. We're saving up for something even better, Water Kung Fu. This powerful style will help us take down our enemies much more effectively, and it's definitely worth the wait. The enemies here are no joke either. We'll be going head-to-head with Sky Bandits and Dark Masters, both of which are known for their challenging abilities and tricky moves. These foes are going to keep us on our toes, so we'll need to stay focused, time our attacks perfectly, and make use of all the strategies we've learned so far to overcome them. Our goal here is to grind until we hit level 190. That means we'll be battling these tough opponents for quite a while, but each victory will bring us closer to our target. Plus, we'll be able to save enough money to purchase Water Kung Fu, making our journey even more exciting. We've reached level 190. Amazing progress, everyone. Now, it's time for us to take on Prison, the next big challenge in our journey. This area has not one, but two tough quest lines, each bringing its own set of challenges. In the first quest, we'll be battling against the prisoners and dangerous prisoners. These enemies may look ordinary, but they pack a serious punch, and their strength should not be underestimated. We'll need to stay sharp and make use of all our fighting skills to get through them. The second quest takes things up a notch. This time, we're facing off against the Warden, Chief Warden, and the infamous Boss Swan. These are some of the toughest enemies we've encountered so far. The Warden and Chief Warden each have powerful attacks and tricky movements, but Boss Swan is the real danger here. Known for his strength and cunning, he's going to be one tough opponent to defeat. It's going to take all our focus, strategy, and teamwork to win this battle. Our goal in Prison is to grind until we hit level 250, so we're going to be spending quite a bit of time here, battling tough foes and pushing our limits. The rewards are definitely worth it as we continue to build our strength and prepare for the next phase of our journey. Great job, everyone! We've made it to level 250, and now it's time to move on to our next challenge, the Colosseum. This area is known for its fierce battles, and we're about to face some of the toughest foes yet. The enemies here, like the Toga warriors and gladiators, are not to be taken lightly. They have strong attacks and will test our endurance and skill to the limit. The Toga warriors are relentless with their combat techniques, while the gladiators are no less dangerous. Both of them have high health and deal heavy damage, so we'll need to stay on our toes and use all the skills we've learned so far. This isn't going to be a walk in the park, but we're more than ready for the challenge. Our main goal in the Coliseum is to grind up to level 300. This means we'll be spending some time here, facing off against powerful enemies and sharpening our combat techniques. The rewards will be great as we inch closer to unlocking even more powerful skills and fighting styles. Great news, everyone! We've hit level 300, and it's time to embark on our next adventure, Magma Village. This place is known for its intense battles, and the enemies here will definitely keep us on our toes. The first challenges we'll face include the military soldiers and military spies. These foes are no joke. They're highly trained and can dish out a lot of damage, so we'll need to be strategic in our approach. But the real test awaits with the Magma Admiral. This boss is one of the strongest we've encountered so far, with devastating attacks and a ton of health. We'll have to bring our game to defeat him, and we might need to use some tricks we picked up along the way to survive this fight. In Magma Village, we'll be grinding all the way up to level 375, which means there's going to be a lot of action ahead. With tough enemies and challenging bosses, this will be a great place to test our combat skills and push our limits. It's not just about leveling up, but also about becoming a stronger fighter overall. Alright, everyone! After reaching level 375, we're finally ready to continue our journey to Underwater City. This place is full of new challenges, and we'll face stronger enemies than before. One of the first things we'll do is buy the Water Kung Fu, which I consider one of the strongest fighting styles in the First Sea. This fighting style is super effective in defeating enemies with great speed and power, so make sure we make the most of every move. In Underwater City, the enemies we'll face are tough. We'll go up against Fishman warriors, who are skilled in underwater combat, and Fishman commandos, who have incredibly strong and agile attacks. But the real challenge is the Fishman Lord, the boss who is incredibly powerful. He is known for his terrifying combat abilities, so we really need to be ready for this intense battle. Our goal in Underwater City is to grind to level 450, which means we'll face a lot of thrilling battles. With Water Kung Fu in hand and our newfound strength, I'm confident we can overcome all the challenges here. But don't forget, every enemy we defeat will bring us closer to our ultimate goal, moving on to the second sea. Friends, we've reached level 450, and now it's time to continue our journey to Upper Skylands to face even bigger challenges. Here, we will start with Quest 1, where we will fight against enemies like God's Guard, Chanda, and of course, the very strong boss, Whisper. They are not easy opponents, so we need to use all our strength and strategy to defeat them effectively. After completing the first quest, we'll move on to Quest 2, where the challenges get even tougher. This time, we will face Royal Squad, Royal Soldier, and the most challenging of all, Thunder God. With his power and deadly attacks, Thunder God will be a big test for us. But with proper preparation and the right tactics, we can definitely defeat him. Of course, our journey doesn't stop here. Our main goal is to grind up to level 625, so we need to keep fighting, battling, and increasing our strength. The higher our level, the stronger the enemies we'll face, and the more exciting the challenges will be. We've reached level 625, and it's hard to believe we're already at the last island for grinding. Here we'll face off against galley pirates, galley captains, and of course, the powerful boss Cyborg. This will be a huge test for us, but we're up for the challenge. Our goal here is to grind all the way to level 700 so we can finally continue our journey to C2. The adventure is getting closer and closer, and we're almost there. Let's keep pushing forward and power through these final stages in the first seed. Now, after we finish grinding, we're going to head to the prison to meet with the military detective. He has some urgent news. Swan has escaped, and he wants us to track him down. According to the intel, Swan is hiding with Ice Admiral at Frozen Village. Of course, we won't let him get away so easily. Let's go to Frozen Village and track down Swan. We can't let him cause any more trouble. After a fierce battle with Ice Admiral, we discover that Swan isn't there after all. Looks like we've been misled. So we head back to the military detective, and surprise, Swan is already in C2. He tells us to head to Middletown and meet with the captain there, who will help us make our way to C2. And with that, our journey in the first sea comes to an end. We've made it so far, and we're ready for what's next. Thank you all so much for sticking with me throughout this journey. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Also, if you have any suggestions for content or anything else you'd like to see, feel free to drop it in the comments. See you in the next one.